Okay, so these are just some stereotypical conventions of film noir that we've discussed. Generally speaking, in film noirs, there will always be the character of a femme fatale. She will be very seductive and very sexy. Her clothes will be typically revealing, either showing cleavage or a bit of leg, and usually there's a lot of close-up shots on mid-shots, zooming from her feet to her legs as a way of revealing her, and then moving on to her face later. Also, she may be wearing red lipstick and have like softly curled hair around her face to add to the womanly feel. There will be a hero, anti-hero, private eye or morally questionable character, which is usually played in the role of a detective or a policeman. Examples of this can be seen in the picture shown of Bud and Ed from LA Confidential, when they play the role of two police officers in a police force and kind of like good cop, bad cop type thing, which is very common in film noirs. There are mainly quite a lot of dark themes within film noirs, such as death, and there always seems to be a death. For example, the death of Jack, seen in the clip that I'm going to show next, in LA Confidential again, and these dark themes actually add an alienation to the audience because they're very unexpected and it takes them by surprise. The use of Dutch angles and canted angles in film noir are used as a device of disorientation for the audience, as seen in the picture. It makes the audience feel a sense of unease as they do not know what is looking at the camera, and because the shot is not dead on, we can't see everything, we see it as a slightly different angle, which makes the plot line seem a lot more twisted. The use of mirrors or other distorting objects such as reflections, bring a sense of panic in the audience, as we may see the back of a person's head over the shoulder shot and their reflection in a mirror. Yet, perhaps sometimes in film noirs there may be a character behind them that we do not see, but if you pan around their shoulder, there may be another character's eye line in view of the reflection in the mirror, which then obviously adds a sense of drama because you don't know what that person's doing there or what's going to come next. The use of blinds, such as Venetian blinds, are a very stereotypical convention of film noir, and they're almost portrayed in all different films. The use of them help to add a sense of kind of like dark shadows and dark lighting in contrast to like light areas when they're reflected onto faces. The use of urban settings adds a dangerous element to film noir, as they are seen as more of like kind of a killing or death scene, but also as they are in places that we see day to day, they may not necessarily be assumed and portrayed in this way at first, but when you watch a film you can see how they can be more dangerous. Cigarette smoking is another stereotypical convention of film noir. It kind of adds a kind of cool element to a character and makes them seem more mature and more authoritative. Flashbacks or other specific editing techniques also are used, and for example in this next clip from LA Confidential there is one when Bud is looking at a card when he finds the dead body in the basement, and he remembers a flashback of the man saying the name to him, and it just adds a sense of like it's in another enigma code of something that the audience didn't pick up on straight away, but when you think back to it, it's quite an obvious clue. And finally, the use of nighttime action or extreme weather such as rain adds to the danger element of the film, as it makes the audience feel uneasy, as it shows the foreshadowing something bad about to happen, as it is not all sunshine and around them, and if it's raining it's kind of like if they're driving they can't see properly, and it adds another dangerous element.